State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Let's go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
14.
Here's Wilson to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, it's Hines. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 42-yard line.
It's going to be a long...
On second down now, it's Hines looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Vaughn. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From just shy of midfield, Stafford, quick hitter here, it's complete. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. This is Hines. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They run with Hines. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
14. Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Get in the weight room.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now it's Crowell. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Here's the sneak with Wilson. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Hey, watch your lane.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And taking it to the 15-yard. Line before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Deion Kane in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford caught by Nelson. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
40 got. 40 got.
From the 50, Stafford lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the the 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. Back to throw. Stafford. And it's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Seth Roberts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he puts it through. It's a 10-8 game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Tighten up. Pull it together. 57.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They run, a It's Gurley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. Third and long. It's Stafford. He completes it to Nelson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Stay 50, stay 50. Switch.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and the lead moves now to 2. It's 17-15. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
19.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw again is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
We want it. Come to my world. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Target.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That one into the hands of Kane. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, it's Hines fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Gostkowski for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, how do they carry that confidence into this one? Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 28-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another carry now for Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. And
he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Going to throw right side here, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The throw over the middle, taken in. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. J.J. Nelson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Mike, 54, 64, weak. Here we go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Zero. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, easy, easy. Hey, Alpha.
Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45 the mark. Yeah, let's get set.
He's back to throw. Funches has it complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
That's a screen. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Awesome. 45. Mike, 45.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. It's complete to Grant. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's